All right, let me go through a couple of examples that require us to evaluate an exponential expression using the rule we just discovered. Let's take 4 to the negative 3 power. That means repeated multiplication of this base, but in the denominator of a fraction whose numerator is 1. So again, 3 fours being multiplied, that's saying do it in the denominator of a fraction. So whose numerator is 1. So this really means 1 over 4 to the third power. 1 over 4 to the third power. And so we can evaluate this way. So 1 over 3 fours being multiplied together gives me 1 over 64. No, so the answer is not a negative number. It's a positive quantity. 1/64 is. It's a fraction, actually. And so this is the meaning of this 4 to the negative 3 power. Let's do... Sorry, that's a negative 4 to the negative third power. So, the meaning of our rule. So it's 3 negative 4's multiplied together, but in the denominator here, whose numerator is 1. So this means 1 over negative 4 to the third power. So 3 negative 4's being multiplied here. And so let me write that out. So 1 over 3 negative 4's multiplied together. So you can do that by hand or in your calculator, but there's an odd man out here, so your answer is going to be negative 64 on the bottom. So 1 over negative 64, which, by the way, in review, which is the same as this, negative 1 over 64, or it actually has the same value as negative 1/64. So all those have the same value. Just want to review that. Let me do one more. Let's take negative 3 to the negative 4th power. Alright, negative 3 to the negative 4th power. Now, I actually said that wrong because the negative 4 power really just applies to the 3. If we wanted it to apply to that sign, we'd need a parenthesis, as is in here. So really we should think of this as the opposite of 3 to the negative 4th power. So the opposite of this is saying take 4 3's and multiply them together, but in the denominator of a fraction whose numerator is 1. So 4 3's. So we have the opposite of 4 3's being multiplied down here in the denominator of a fraction. So we have the opposite of 1 over, that's a 9 times 9, or 81. So the opposite of 1/81th, or negative 1/81th. Hopefully this helps.